Hey guys, so I wanted to just talk to you briefly about what it looks like for a social worker to still work. I'm a social worker on the master's level that works in a hospital. I work specifically with a population in the maternal fetal unit in a more specialized clinic dedicated to women who are pregnant and using drugs. So they're pregnant and they also have substance use disorder. So it's been a long time, I think, since I even recorded anything. I think the last time that I recorded something was in December, and it is now March 31st. So it's been a very long time. I started a new job. I work at a hospital in a maternal fetal unit, and I work with a specialized clinic that helps moms who are struggling with substance use disorder, and they may be having other mental health issues, like maybe they have depression or bipolar disorder. And I also work in the labor and delivery and NICU area, just making referrals to Children's Division, just to make sure and assess of if there's a safer place where this baby can go, does the baby need to be in state custody, and if the mom needs further support in raising and making sure that she and the baby have the support that they need in order to live a healthy life. So I do a lot in the hospital and in the clinic, and they're literally like connected through a bridge. So I do a lot of back and forth. And then I also work with moms who are dealing with suicidal ideation, who are dealing with domestic violence, who maybe are homeless and struggling to find a stable housing environment. And who just need further counseling and assistance to just deal with previous traumas in their life. So that's what I do, and I really do enjoy it. It is very difficult, I want to say. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and I'm just trying to make sure that I'm always on my toes, because just because a client might seem like they're the ideal client or that they have it together, because no one truly has it together, that they have it together and that they're not using drugs, and then later on down the line we are testing the baby and the baby has drugs in their system, and there's some investigation that needs to be done by the state and trying to figure out what happened and what support that we can give to the mom, and is the mom going to be a safe person for the baby? Is there another family member that can step up to the plate and take temporary custody until mom can get into treatment or something like that? So I deal with a lot of just like kind of like some really rough issues, and although I enjoy it and I enjoy working with my coworkers, it can be taxing on the mental and emotional state. But I try my best to have a work-life balance and make sure that I'm spending time with the people that I love and care about, and make sure that when I clock out, I'm clocking out. So yeah, I am just crazy excited about where the journey will go for me. I do plan on taking my licensure exam soon. It has been postponed due to the pandemic that's going around right now. I don't want to say its name because YouTube is flagging people for it, but I do eventually want to get that started and completed by the end of summer now, and get my license and hopefully transition into a school or something else. I do enjoy working at the hospital, so we'll just see where it takes me. I definitely want to keep my options open. It's definitely a great opportunity to work in a hospital, especially at my age, because that gives me a lot of doors to be open in future places where I want to move. Having that experience is definitely a one-up. I think it's one of the best experiences to have as a social worker, because you're just exposed to so many different populations, so many different issues. You have a little bit more knowledge about things that are going on in the medical field. You learn how to work on a multidisciplinary team. And yeah, I've been enjoying the experience and just taking it as it is. So I did want to kind of briefly talk about what it's like to work in the social work field, and also happy social work month. It's the last day of the month, and it's definitely been a month to try, and it's definitely been a month to just be a social worker, period, because if you're still working, you're still on the front lines like I am. I work in a hospital, like I said, so we're trying our best to make sure that the patient's needs are met, that they're still accessing services that they need, that they are still in treatment for my specific patients, still meeting with their counselors, still making sure that they're getting their medications, still making sure that their Medicaid and everything is working, that their housing situation is going well. So it's not necessarily a job that can just be like, okay, like, you can go home, we'll see you in a couple of months. No, like, it's been definitely a trial. It's been the hardest month of my life being a social worker. And yeah, it's just been hard because a lot of the resources, a lot of the connections, a lot of what we use in the community has been kind of like stripped away or adjusted, and it's just about adjusting to what works. And I've just been making a lot of phone calls to, you know, treatment places and resources, and trying to see, are you still meeting? What can my patient do? What can my client do in order to get the services? Or can you call them via phone? Can you meet with them via phone? Is your counselor meeting with you via phone? And it's just like difficult to try to navigate that because some places are using their personal cell phones or Google numbers, and they're not answering their office phone. So it's just kind of hard to try to figure out, you know, if my clients' needs are being met, or filling out other little gaps that are now created because of what's going on, because ultimately we still have an opioid epidemic going on. We still have people dying from drug overdoses, and now that people are stuck in the house, it's going to get worse. We definitely want to make sure that we are meeting the needs of our patients, and it's been kind of difficult to do that, especially with everyone just being a little bit more hyper vigilant, and a little bit having a lot of anxiety and fear, and just trying to make sure that my clients are maintaining a good mental and emotional healthy mental state, because they are carrying babies and they are caring for babies, and you know, we still have other mental illnesses that don't go on pause because of what's going on. And so it's just been very difficult because we've had to bridge a lot of our patients. It's just been a very difficult thing. It's definitely been trying for social workers. I know that I'm probably not the only one who's been struggling with this, but I do want to say Happy Social Work Month, and that I admire everyone who's been continuing to go home, and admiring everyone who's been continuing to staying at home, because everybody has to play a part and a role in this. And so I just want to wish everyone well. I'm praying for everybody. I hope that you all are really just being faithful and trusting that God's going to take care of everything, which He will, and just continue to have faith and continue to help those in need as best as you can. And those who are working, we thank you every day. I know it's not easy. I think every day that I'm going to work, that although I'm helping and meeting the needs of my clients, I need to also make sure that I'm meeting the needs of my health and my mental state and my families. And so I just want to give everybody a little encouragement and say I love you all, and that I hope that you are doing well, and that you continue to do things for yourself, your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical self, and just meeting all the needs that you have, and just continue to have faith that God's going to take care of us all. And I just want to say thanks for watching this video. Please make sure that you subscribe down below. Please make sure that you like the video and share the video. And I'll be pumping out some more YouTube videos a lot more frequently now. But thanks, guys. Bye.